Hi, Assalamualaikum. Okay, today we're going to do the chapter 5 in the boiler system. So we have done previously on the compressed air. So now we are going into the boiler system. Okay, for the learning outcome, for this chapter, we need to know the knowledge or the basic principle of the boiler itself, and also we need to be able to identify the type of boiler and its application. So it can be whether it used in the domestic, okay, for hot water and heating purpose, or it can be used in the industry. Okay, what is boiler? Okay, boiler, when you think about boiler, it will involve with heat and water, and you get steam. Okay, these three are the main key word for boiler. Okay, a boiler is an enclosed vessel. Okay, water is heated and circulated either for hot water, steam, or superheated steam that can be used in domestic application or in the industry application. Okay, when you can see this one is for the autoclave. Okay, they are using the steam, okay, to heat up the tools and the equipment. Okay, and also we use steam, or we use the boiler for generating power, okay, using in a steam turbine in the power station, and then also for industrial purpose, for bleaching, sterilizing, or cooking. Okay, so this is part of the sterilizing activity. And also for building, for houses in the cold weather, we use for heating up and also to produce hot water. Okay, so the keyword here is enclosed vessel. Water is heated and circulated either to produce hot water, steam, or superheated steam for power generation, also industrial purpose. Okay, primary requirement of a boiler. Okay, boiler will involve with safety. That's very important for boiler. Okay, so the water must be contained safely because we're going to heat it up. So it will be dangerous if we don't really take this matter seriously. Okay, so be very careful. And when the steam produced, it must be safely delivered. Okay, the safety delivered to where the steam is needed. Okay, so be very careful sebab kita akan involve with high temperature, high pressure, heat, and so on. So you need to make sure the safety of the boiler is in a very good condition. And the working principle of boiler, okay, we need heat. Okay, heat is produced in the furnace. Okay, we can use gas, you can use any type of resources, and then the resulting hot gases will go through the heat exchangers, okay, where heat is transferred to the water. Okay, from the water, and the water change into high temperature, and then heat it up, and it become steam or superheated. It become a very hot steam. Okay, and then don't forget, when you produce the combustion in the furnace, they will release gases. So it's very important to make sure that these gases is released either into the atmosphere, okay, using exhaust. So you need to be very careful on the vessel itself and also for the whole system. Okay, this is an example of boiler. We can see that they use in the house, okay, in the power station, and then in the industry. So boiler is one of the main component that you will easily found. Okay. Okay, these are type of boiler. Okay, we can divide into two big category. The first one is the yellow one, in which I put it under the domestic home use or office use. Okay, and then the green one is the industrial use. So in which we go into the fire tube boiler and water tube boiler. That's the common one. And for domestic use, I will introduce you on the back boiler, okay, conventional boiler, combination boiler or combi boiler, and system boiler. So we will go to each of this type, what are the working principle, where we will use this type, and then what are the advantage and disadvantage. Okay, let's look into the general maintenance of boiler. Okay, so there is a special act for boiler in which we call it a 13 boiler essential fitting. It's covered in the Factory and Machinery Act 1967. Okay, in Malaysia we will use that act, and we will go through on the acquired sufficient on general maintenance for boiler. Okay, so the 13 essential fitting that you need to check and that you need to make sure it include in your safety and also your inspection. Okay, it involved with the safety valve, okay, water gauge, steam pressure gauge, blow down valve, feed pumps, main steam stop valve, feed check valve. If you can see, it involved with lots of valve here, gauge. Okay, that one is for mainly for safety. And also inspection test pressure gauge. And then we have a fusible plug. Okay, this one is for the furnace. And then low water alarm. If we have a low water in the tank, so it will give you the alarm. Okay, it will give you indicator. Okay, and low water fuel cut off. Manufacturing or maker's name plate on the vessel is just very important. We know that the year of making the vessel, and then who are in charge of manufacture and all that must be displayed. Okay, it's easily found on the vessel itself, and the registration plate is very important. So these 13 essential fittings must be checked and must be include in the boiler system. Okay, boiler maintenance and inspection. The keyword here you will look inspect, okay, check, clean, replace. All of this is under maintenance. Annual cleaning, that's compulsory. Okay, and then inspect and clean the fire site, in which the furnace site. If there any deposit of soot when you provide the heat, and also you also clean and inspect the water site where you store the water. Okay, when all the water become into steam, so you need to look at the both side, and also check the refractory. Okay, refractory means that it involved with the container itself, okay, the vessel itself, because we will produce a high heat, high temperature, high pressure. So refractory means that the material that used for the vessel must be in the good condition. Okay, burner inspection, very important. Okay, is it part of the component is clean? Okay, is there any problem? You have to check. And then you also to check both on mechanical and electrical operation of the boiler itself. Check the fluid level involved. Make sure that when the surrounding area of the boiler system must have enough fresh air supply, because it's going to produce lots of heat. Okay, and then sometimes it produces lots of smoke, so make sure it is well ventilated. And you need to check boiler feed pumps. Okay, is it the pump is working okay or not? And when involved with condensation, you need to clean up, empty, and do inspection. And last but not least, check all electrical connection, okay, for the boiler. So the keyword here is inspect, check, clean, replace. Okay, all that is the main key of inspection and maintenance. Okay, for the next video, I will show you on the domestic application of boiler. Okay, I see you in the next video.